Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So Xbox had a lot of announcements, mostly related to Game Pass at Tokyo Game Show, and we get some more details about Street Fighter 6. We have those topics and more to cover, but before we get started, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and we can keep you up to date with gaming news. Now let's get started. So first up, we had those announcements coming from the Xbox stream at Tokyo Game Show, and mostly these were focused on Japanese studios, along with a lot of games coming to Game Pass, as well as some that came out just right after the stream ended. So let's just go through the list here. First, we have Persona 5 Royal coming to Game Pass October 21st, along with Persona 3 and 4 coming soon, and they will be coming to Game Pass. Then we have Wulong Fallen Dynasty, which is an action RPG from Team Ninja, and it's coming to Game Pass Day 1 in 2023. And then we see another trailer for Exoprimal. This is that dinosaur shooter, and that is coming in 2023, but there's no mention of Game Pass. Then we have a couple of fighting games that are coming. We have Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle coming to Game Pass Spring 2023. Followed by Guilty Gear Strive, also coming to Game Pass in 2023. Then we see Naraka Blade Point, and this is an action battle royale game for up to 60 players. And the second chapter of Showdown will be available to players in October. And Yushin Ruins, a new area on the Holoroth map, will be unveiled soon. Now the game is already on Game Pass, and it will come to Xbox One on December 22nd. Then we have Ni no Kuni Remastered available now on Game Pass, and we also see Ni no Kuni 2 coming in 2023, but no mention of Game Pass. Then we have Danganronpa V2 Killing Harmony Anniversary Edition out on Game Pass now. And then we see a new support hero for Overwatch 2 named Kiriko, and this is a healing ninja coming October 5th. Then we have a Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes coming in 2023, and it will be coming to Game Pass. Then we see Dyson Sphere Program, which is a space simulation strategy, and that's coming October 13th to Game Pass for PC. Next we have Pal World, which is a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you collect creatures called Pal, and there's no mention of Game Pass here. And then we see Assassin's Creed Odyssey is out on Game Pass now, and Fuga 2 Melodies of Steel is announced for 2023 with no mention of Game Pass. However, the first Fuga game is on Game Pass now. And then the final announcement, we've already seen some leaks coming out the day before. We have Deathloop coming on Game Pass September 20th. So overall, there's quite a few announcements related to games coming to Game Pass. And Deathloop and the Persona games are the ones that I'm probably the most interested in. So drop a comment below and let me know which ones you're interested in. Next, Capcom also had a stream for Tokyo Game Show, and they had a lot of information that was rehashes of things we already knew, and then a few newer announcements, but one thing they really focused on in there was Street Fighter 6. So let's summarize what they had here. First of all, we have 4 characters that are officially revealed: Dalsim, Blanca, E Honda, and Ken. And they outlined 3 different modes of the game. You have Fighting Ground, World Tour, and Battle Hub. And first in Fighting Ground, this is going to be the core fighting modes from previous titles, including arcade mode, online matches, training mode, local versus battle. And then on World Tour is going to be a single player story driven mode where you create your own player avatar and play through the story. And it looks like you actually play as that avatar character against various characters in the world. And then we have Battle Hub, and this kind of reminds me of something like an esports style setup where you can walk around and play Street Fighter 6 against other opponents. They also showed extreme battles where you can change the rules for victory and set different gimmicks. Things like knocking down an opponent 5 times for a victory, or a gimmick like bouncing bombs. Now, they're also going to have a closed beta for this game on October 7th through the 10th, and you can sign up for that now at StreetFighter.com. It's under the Street Fighter 6 section. And overall, I'm getting really excited for this game. I didn't care much for Street Fighter 5, and I liked 4 a lot. I'm definitely more of a Street Fighter 2 person. That's just what I grew up with. But I am looking forward to this World Tour mode where you go through the story, and I just hope they pull it off well and it doesn't feel like it's just filler. And then finally, let's take a look at the latest Famitsu sales coming out of Japan. Over on the software side, no surprise here, we see Splatoon 3 coming in at number 1. And then we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe moving all the way up to 2. Followed by Minecraft, then Nintendo Switch Sports, then Ring Fit Adventure, and then Earth Defense Force 6 for the PS4, then Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and then the other new entry in the top 10, Alice Gear Aga CS, and this is some kind of 3D battle action game. And then finally we have Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak, and this is like the pack that has both of those in there. And I did want to point out that Nintendo did announce that Splatoon 3 sold 3.45 million units over its first 3 days for sale. Now this would include the digital sales, so the Famitsu sales numbers only had 1.9 million. So definitely a huge start for the third entry in that franchise. And now let's look at the hardware sales. We have the Switch family of systems taking the first 3 spots in their normal order. And then we have the PlayStation 5 at number 4 with 2,227 units sold, which is a lot lower than it's been doing recently. And the PS5 Digital Edition at number 5, and then 6 and 7, the Xbox Series S, followed by the Xbox Series X. And the Switch is still seeing an uptick in sales, and it probably has to do with that Splatoon special OLED model. And that's all we have today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? Were there any of those Game Pass announcements that you're looking forward to? And how do you think Street Fighter 6 is shaping up? Drop a comment about those topics or anything else we covered today. I want to thank you for watching, have a great weekend, and be good.